In a recent interview, an expert shared insights on the stock market, focusing on predictions for 2024. The discussion covered various aspects, including inflation, stock market expertise, and the anticipated trends in the coming months. Inflation and its impact on stocks. The expert suggested that 2024 could be a promising year for stocks due to several factors. With the Federal Reserve no longer in an inflation battle, positive correlations were noted between the ISM manufacturing, PMIs, and earnings. Additionally, pent-up capital spending was expected to accelerate, contributing to overall market growth. Anticipated falls in mortgage rates were seen as a positive factor for consumers. Market challenges in the first 6 months. However, the expert cautioned that the initial 6 months might pose challenges. Investors were expected to be cautious, awaiting the first cut from the Federal Reserve. The uncertainty during this period could impact stock performance, with some investors remaining wary of potential inflation resurgence. Market corrections and pullbacks. Discussing the market's recent parabolic move, the expert emphasized the importance of consolidating gains. A potential decline of up to 5% by March was predicted, representing a healthy pullback rather than a hard landing. The expert encouraged viewing such corrections as opportunities to buy, as the overall market trajectory remained positive. Earnings forecast for 2024. Regarding earnings, the expert expressed optimism, highlighting pricing power and greedflation as contributing factors. The cyclical part of the economy was expected to pick up, particularly with lower interest rates benefiting housing demand. The overall earnings picture for 2024 was estimated to be around 10% on the S&P Federal Reserve rate cuts and market reaction. When discussing the number of Federal Reserve rate cuts, the expert emphasized that the bond market's reaction to inflation trends would be more crucial than the quantity of cuts. The expert suggested that stocks would take cues from the bond market rather than relying solely on the Federal Reserve's actions. Inflation outlook and consumer expectations. The expert dismissed concerns about a prolonged inflationary period, citing consumer inflation expectations returning to pre-pandemic levels. Supply chain disruptions were identified as the primary cause of recent inflation spikes, with expectations of a return to normalcy. Bitcoin price predictions. Lastly, the expert shared Bitcoin price predictions, foreseeing a valuation of over $100,000 within the next 12 months and a potential rise to around $150,000. Looking 5 years ahead, a target of approximately 500,000 was deemed achievable due to the finite supply and increased demand, especially with potential spot Bitcoin approval. In summary, the expert's outlook for 2024 is generally positive, with optimism about the stock market's performance, cautious considerations for the first 6 months, and favorable expectations for Bitcoin. Investors are advised to monitor inflation trends, bond market reactions, and use market corrections as strategic buying opportunities.